Hi guys, it's Jess from Makeup by Jessie G, and today I'm going to share with you my November favourites. I nearly forgot what month it was. November favourites. I'm so excited to share a few of these with you. A few of these I've only just recently got, but I have been using so much that I honestly cannot live without them now, and I'm super excited to share some of these with you. So let's get into it. My first product, my first favourite this month is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Obviously this isn't a new foundation, but normally their shade range doesn't go down to something pale enough for me, so recently I have been fake tanning a bit. So I have been using the shade Vanilla, and this is a great shade for me when I am just a little bit fake tan. I find that this doesn't get too oily on my skin, which I always thought I had a problem with this when I last used it, that it got too oily on me, but this time I haven't had a problem. By the end of the day it will be a little bit oily, but I just like blot off the excess oil and it's fine, it's good to go again. So yeah, I really like this. I think it's really nice. I've also heard a lot of people that have dry skin really like this as well because it has coconut water in it. So yeah, I think this is a great all-round product for lots of different skin types. My next favourites product is this Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is in the shade Ethereal Light, I think is how you pronounce it. It's just a whiter powder here. I like to put this all over my face after I finish off my blush and my bronzer and my contour and my highlight, and I put this all over my face, and I just find that it helps set, first of all, it helps set my makeup, which even though I do use a setting powder, this is just that little bit extra, so it will help keep the oil at bay for a little bit longer. And also it kind of like blurs everything together. I love these powders. If you've seen any of my other videos, you probably know that I love these powders. But yeah, I definitely love this one. I love the whiter kind of shade ones because I feel like it doesn't add any colour to my face. Whereas I have a pink one as well, and I only like to use that sometimes over the my blush, because otherwise I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like pink in the face, and I just don't like having all over pink. So yeah, but I really like this one as an all over face. Another Hourglass product. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the shade Incandescent Electra. I have had this for the longest time, and I have recently been reaching for it so much more often. It's just a beautiful light flush to the cheeks. It's not too much. It's just a beautiful coral kind of tone blush. It's really great if you have pale skin because it will still show up on your cheeks, but it won't be too overpowering like a lot of blushes tend to be on pale skin. But if you are more tanned, it's still going to give you a really beautiful look. It's just going to be very natural kind of looking. It's not going to be too over the top and too pinky. It's just a beautiful coral flush. I think it's really, really pretty. This is one of the first high-end blushes I ever purchased, and it's still going. I wore this day in, day out for about 6 months, I think, and it's still going, and I haven't even hit pan, so it was well worth the purchase. I highly recommend this. I love it so much. I've had it for a long time, but yeah, just getting back into using it more often. My next favourite is the Champagne Pop Highlighter from Becca. I have had this for a very long time. I had it in the individual pan, but when I got this palette I gave that one to my sister because I had it, didn't need another one, and I barely used it because when I'm pale it's just way too dark for me. But as I said, I have been fake tanning, so I've been playing around with some makeup that I haven't otherwise been able to use, and this has been a highlighter that I have been loving so much. It's so pigmented, and I love having a really bright highlight on. I think it's gorgeous. So yeah, but I mean, you've probably already heard of it, but I have been loving it, and I would definitely recommend it if you haven't already got it. But I think half the world already has this highlighter. It's so amazing. I love it. So my next favourite is this Colourpop Ultra Satin Lips. This is in the shade Dopey. I absolutely love this lipstick. It's a beautiful shade. It does go a fair bit darker on me on my lips than what it looks like in the bottle. But I love the Ultra Satin Lips because they aren't, they're not completely budge proof. They are gonna transfer on your lips from if you're drinking something or something like that. They are gonna transfer, but they are really comfortable, and even with that little bit of transfer they still last a really long time. I love wearing these to work because I know I don't have to worry about them sliding off my lips, but they're still very comfortable and I can still wear them for a really long time. I personally don't suffer from having dry lips, but if you do and you struggle to wear matte lipstick, like matte liquid lipsticks, then these are a great option for you. They're nowhere near as drying. They still last a long time, not as long as a matte liquid lipstick, but still a really long time. You can eat with it. Like, I've eaten with this and I haven't needed to touch it up. So I think it's a really great option if you can't wear matte liquid lipsticks. My next favourite I got in the Too Faced Merry Christmas holiday set. This is the melted liquid lipstick in the shade Chihuahua. I absolutely love this. It's so tanny, it's so cute. I really like this shade. Like a dusty rose kind of a pink. It's not going to be a long wearing lipstick, but it's still a really beautiful colour, and I highly recommend getting one of these. It's not going to last a super long time, but they're just really comfortable and really beautiful. Next up I have these two velvet lip glides from Nars. These were part of the Sarah Moon collection. These are my two favourite colours. They are in Chez or Chez Claude and Bound. They're kind of like a velvet consistency. They go on really glossy, but then they dry to more of a velvet finish, not completely matte. Again, they're really beautiful. Yeah, not going to last all day, but they do kind of leave my lips with a little bit of a tint to them. So even once they wear off, it's not like I'm wearing nothing, which I really like. Yeah, so I think these are really gorgeous and well worth the money for $66 for 6 minis. I really like them. I think it's $41 for a full size, so I wasn't completely prepared to spend that. I'm really happy I got the Sarah Moon collection because I get to try so many shades. I'm not going to go through all these, so yeah, I think it was well worth the money. I'm not sure, I can't remember if I even put this in my last favourites video. I have been using this a lot recently. I really love the palette. It comes with these textured shadows, which are kind of like a foiled pigment. They're really beautiful. That's the top 5 here. I absolutely love it. A lot of people have been saying like they either love it or they hate it. I am kind of in the love it category. The mattes aren't my absolute favourite, but they're still really nice. They just aren't, some of them don't blend out as well as I'd like, but they are still really beautiful. It's the textured shadows that I really love. I think it's really nice to have something different in a palette now, because so many palettes are coming out and a lot of them are just the same kind of thing, whereas this really gives you something a little bit different. So if you are wanting to spend some money on a palette, then I really recommend this one because it is something a little bit different and it's not just going to be like every other palette. So yeah, I would highly recommend checking this one out if you are in the market to get a new palette but you're not too sure about what you want and you don't want to get something that, you know, is similar to something you already have. This is going to be different because there's really nothing on the market like it. My next favourite for this month is the Tartelette palette. I'll just show you guys here. This is what it looks like. It has, so there's like the 3 lines in here, so you can kind of stick to them, or you can, you know, mix up the shades between each line, but I really like this palette. Again, the shimmers in here are gorgeous. They are really pigmented. The mattes blend out beautifully. I think this is a really great quality palette. The original Tartelette palette I do have and I'm nowhere near as impressed by. It's an okay palette, but for the price tag I don't think it's really worth it. This one is a really great palette and I really love it. I think it's an incredible quality and I really enjoy it. I would definitely recommend picking it up if you haven't already. Yeah, I love it. I've had it for a little while. I haven't really got a chance to play around with it because I've been trying out so many other things, like, you know, the holiday sets and everything. This had kind of taken a back seat and I hadn't really tried it out. Now that I have, I definitely like it and I would recommend picking it up. My final favourite for this month is the Too Faced Merry Macarons palette, or Macaroons, however you want to say it. I really love this. Well, this comes in a little set like this. It's got like a little background here a little background here with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in a deluxe sample size, and then down the bottom here it's got the palette which you pull out and it's really quite stuck. Like, they really pack it in there. You don't have to worry about it falling out. I really like this palette and I think it's great quality. This is what it looks like here. I really like this palette. I think it's great quality. The shades in here are stunningly gorgeous. and the shimmers are beautiful, the mattes are beautiful. I think they're really like the normal quality of Too Faced shadows, which is really, really nice because I wasn't really impressed with the Grand Hotel Cafe. I definitely think this one is much better quality, and I would highly recommend picking this up if you haven't already. And if you're if you're tossing up between the Grand Hotel Cafe and the Merry Macaroons palette, I would definitely recommend this one, and it is a lot cheaper, so it's always nice. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this one over the Grand Hotel Cafe. I've done reviews on both of those, so again, I'll put the link in the description box below so you can check those out if you are interested. And yeah, I do recommend this palette, and I have been really, really, really enjoying it. That was my November favourites. Thank you so much for watching. Please click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye!